It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs on Thursday night.
It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. For the first time this season, I'm Kate Scott alongside Brock Hewitt up in this broadcast booth, and the long wait is over, partner. A new season officially begins tonight.
Yeah, and these are the two teams who have the honor, really the privilege of ringing in the new regular season. And I know, with how long it's been since the Super Bowl ended, any two teams would be great to watch. But as usual, well, Park Avenue and the NFL has scheduled a heck of an opener for us. And it's about time we get week 1 underway.
5 glorious months of football about to get underway. We're all set, and away we go in a new NFL season. Nicole Hardman now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out is fresh off a 3rd Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Adisa Isaac stops him there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. It's Pacheco again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Ravens bring an extra DB out there, 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his man, Gray. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Perfect way to start the season as their opening drive has reached goal to go. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by the reigning MVP, the second of his career, the best runner in the game. It's Lamar Jackson.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Jackson. Andrews with the catch. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. They've got a man in motion. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar off the play fake. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Complete Derrick Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Kelce makes the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop. So the new NFL season officially well underway as we've reached the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have it on 2nd and short. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Hauled in by Worthy. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. One of the tight ends motioning right. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
Now we'll get set to see the Baltimore offense for the second time. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. First down, here's Lamar. This one's to Andrews outright. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Henry on the option.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. The left side cut by Andrews. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Lamar now from the gun. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Staring at 4th down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point gain.
You know disc golfers, Kate? Yeah, I'll go to disc golfers. They sometimes give the basket a hug if an errant putt hits, but still goes in. You may want to go give the goalpost a hug after this game. It took a friendly redirect off the upright to make that field goal good.
And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Baltimore running its offense out now. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He can't connect with him. Incomplete. Just put it a little too close to the boundary there. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time. We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Tucker's kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good, to get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Hardman with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
They're kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Chiefs working here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 47. On target to Worthy. And that will not be enough for a first down. And the Ravens go in nickel, 3rd down. Mahomes. He has the first over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown! Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends, made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead to 8. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Looking to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. Brought in inside the 20. So we've reached the half in this year's NFL kickoff game to the season. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Detroit Lions. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's got 2 touchdown passes already, but he's also thrown 2 interceptions.
Reed now to
so
kick
it was
this one
feast
away.
or famine whenever his guys had the football.
Deontay Hardy to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're getting a look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion here left. The drive begins with Henry. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackle made there by Derek Nottie. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Lamar back to throw. Gets this one to Andrews. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Has some daylight through the 40. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Gets this to Bateman.
I got to be honest with you, Kate. That's an occasion where a drop would have been a whole lot better than a completion. Couldn't find the way back to the line, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Motion man left is Brown. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they had that one contained right at the line. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. Hauled in by Gray. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to the air, Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This one finds Kelsey. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Could not beat the defender there. And now it's 3rd and short. Tight end going in motion here. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another throw for Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has it down close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it! And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now. Reed now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. Play fake, Jackson. Connects with the open man downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Out of the gun, Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Here's 2nd and 14. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this third down. Lamar now from the gun. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's got Andrews.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Running for it, here's Henry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The give to Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 28. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
3rd and 2.
Right back to Pacheco. Juke the defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Back to Pacheco here on 2nd. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs looking like they'll start this season with a win. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. 3rd and just 2 to go. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and their season has begun exactly how they wanted it to, with a win.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Up and good from Blankenship. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead. So score this a win for the Chiefs as the 2024 season officially gets underway. Our first regular season game together now in the books, Brock. Great work, partner. The first of many, we hope, in our time with EA Sports. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.